brighter day today, so I'm going to hop over the back fence, take the dog for a walk around the fields and the woods, and then I'm going to head back. I've had a quick wander around the garden this morning and there's lots of empty patches and areas that I want to readdress. So when we first moved in, for instance, I underplanted the rose trees that are on the back of the cottage under the windows with mint. Mint's gone crazy, however it's not doing what I want it to do really. I wanted it to look pretty and it's kind of gone a bit leggy and floppy, so I'm thinking of putting delphiniums in there. So the plan today is to use the collected seed. So I've got delphinium, foxglove, lupin and aqualegias, and get those planted into a mix of compost and sand for drainage, and I'll take you on that journey. But first of all, let's walk the dog. So I'm back in the greenhouse again this morning because of the weather again. Although it's dry, it is still really windy. No rain forecast, so I'm going to sow some of the seeds I've been collecting. So I'm using Levington's peat-free multi-purpose compost. However, I'm having to sieve it to get it to the consistency I want to sow my seeds into. So I don't want any really fibrous bits in there, and that's purely because I'm too tight to pay the extra £2 to have that already sifted out for me. So that's what's left when I'm sifting. So I've got delphinium, foxglove, lupins there, aqualegias, more aqualegias. Oh yeah, so quite a lot to sow. Pre-washed all my seed trays and I've got 7 of them to plant into. So the way I sow seeds is I put them all on and then I kind of move them to where I want them to go. So I find doing it the opposite way around, I end up with them all far too close together, and it makes it really hard and difficult to pick them out properly. Them down into the soil, and then what I'll do is I will put them in a vat of water so that they don't get washed away. So I always water from the bottom with my seedlings, and that way you keep your seeds in the position that you put them in. I'm going to head down the drive now and grab those hollyhock seedlings and allow my cup of tea to cool. And I've got my Draper Tools Hori and a dibber to help, and a very deep tray to put the hollyhocks in.
Right, so that plan's changed. Having seen the root system on these hollyhocks, I'm going to plant them into individual pots with a bit of perlite. The mixture I'm not going to do quite so finely sieved for them so they can get a good anchor in there. Then I'm going to look after them in the greenhouse or in the cold frame. So this first hollyhocks has got a really, really good root system. I'm just going to try and tame its roots a little bit. Poor thing. It's in for a shot, but it wouldn't have survived in the drive. I would have had to have got rid of it, grubbed it out, because unfortunately they do take over. Just going to push this down, and then the first thing I'm going to do is make sure that this gets a really, really good water. I'm just going to carry on now and pot up the rest of these hollyhocks. I think they'll probably do better in the cold frame once I fixed it. But at the moment the cover has ripped, which is frustrating. So these are intended for the rose garden next year. So I'm just going to look after them, and then hopefully they'll be soon ready to pot out in the rose garden. There we go.